Because of the coronavirus, you're not afraid?
We are, but...
Yes, we are. It's better to be outside than to be in,
That's right.
in bars.
Новите заразени са 3816 при направени малко над 8800 PCR изследвания.
Hello guys, I'm just coming out of the dentist office, so part of my mouth is perhaps not working as it should, but bear with me for a second. Cheers. Oh, it's hard to drink when you have, you know, this thing that the dentist puts on your mouth to desensitize you. You cannot really feel it. This is some good shit. It's Ukrainian vodka with peppers and honey. Anyway, what I wanted to tell you, the coronavirus thing is now it feels like it's definitely coming to Bulgaria. In the news today, they have reported 4,000 new cases for the last 24 hours. I mean, almost 4,000. So I thought, like, anyway, I'm outside for my dentist appointment, obviously. You cannot skip those things. So let's go for a walk around the city and see some of the most emblematic places, like the main walking place where everybody goes. Some, you know, go past some bars, some diners, and see how people are actually coping with this situation, how they're reacting, and yeah, just see what's going on. So let's hop on the Mantis here and see what we can see. By the way, look at my new flashlight. It's pretty strong. Look at this. This is first, second, third level. What do you think of this? And also pretty romantic cobblestones right there. All right, let's go. By the way, I decided to put my mask on so that if we can see some people, like somebody on the street or anybody, we can ask them a few questions. What are they thinking about what is going on right now? Oh, I love those old cobblestoned, beautiful autumn streets. But yeah, the situation is kind of crazy. Let's really hop on the Mantis and see what we can find. What I'm seeing so far is the streets are pretty empty. It is something like 15 or 20 minutes before 10 p.m. and you can see there is almost nobody already outside on the streets. Well, it's true that it's also kind of cold. It's perhaps around 5 degrees Celsius. So this explains in a way why there are not too many people outside, but I think that the coronavirus situation is also playing a role in this. You can just see some people, like one person here and there. By the way, this is the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. It's a very, very beautiful cathedral, very big one, and a pretty famous spot for, you know, like foreigners when they come in Sofia to walk around. They come to this cathedral most of the time to check it out, and it's really beautiful, especially on the inside as well. But right now it's pretty sad. Nobody outside, which is how it should be. On the street that I'm walking right now, usually you would see homeless people. It's near the center of Sofia, but as crazy as it sounds, yep, here you usually see homeless people like sitting on those stairs here, or sometimes, or sleeping here and there. I think that we are seeing some of them right now. Yeah, that's true. You can see. It's pretty sad. I see somebody has left some food for them. In this crazy situation, I don't know how they are surviving. It must be really tough for those guys. And as strange as it sounds, my heart goes to them, honestly. Let's continue on the street and see what else we can find. This is like a little shop for cigarettes and drinks, and I think maybe also some food. Some people have started wearing masks even outside. Oh, I know where we can go. I'll show you. Nearby there is a national theater.
Ivan Vazov, it's called. It's very close by, and in front of the National Theatre there is like a big park. Usually a lot of people hang out there, so we can see if there is anybody right now. But again, it's kind of pretty cold, so I really think this is one of the reasons why nobody is outside in the streets. Okay, open the mantis. It is right there. If you can make it out, there is like a big red building on the left of the street. This is the National Theatre. And so here we are in the garden. It's beautiful. It looks pretty autumny, if this is even a word. But there is absolutely nobody. Look at that. This beautiful, huge building. It says Народный театр Ivan Vazov. Like the National Theatre, but there is nobody, just two people walking. It's kind of sad. We can see some electrical scooters for rent here and there, like this one right over there. Some advertisements on the boards for things that have been happening in the theater. Yeah, I can see this is lime. We also have bird in Sofia. And this here on the left, you cannot see it in the dark, I guess it's the park itself. Well, we can actually ride the scooter through the park quickly, so we can check it out as well. I think there are some people there. Let's go for a ride and see. Yeah, some people, but just a few dudes, and otherwise it's pretty empty and sad. Here they were usually doing the Christmas bazaar. You can see the barracks. I wonder if they're actually going to make it this year or not. What is this installation? I've never seen this. This place here, it is the grounds where the Mausoleum of Georgy Dimitrov was before, back in the day, during communist time in Bulgaria. And now I can see they have made some interesting installation. This is basically the idea for now, that they will be using the grounds where the Mausoleum has been before. It has been demolished in the 90s after the fall of the communist regime in Bulgaria. And now they are using the grounds to make different installations. This is where the building was before. And there is a very interesting underground installation which was used to actually supply the mausoleum, to supply the mummy inside and make it look like it's alive, you know. A huge refrigerator space and different systems. But this is another story. Right now, it's pretty sad here. I think that maybe they are working on creating this Christmas bazaar here, those little barracks, and you can see some materials. I don't know, it will be a little bit weird with 4,000 new coronavirus cases in 24 hours if they would do this, but I don't know. Okay, let's go for a ride through the park once again. I hear some music. Здравейте! Какво става?
Всичко е наред, ти какво правиш?
Ами, разхождам се.
Слушам музика.
Не се ли притеснявате от коронавируса?
Не, не притеснявам. Кое е това? Кое е това?
Кое е това ли?
Да.
Това си снимам влог. Говоря си така и снимам, за да кача в интернет, да покажа какво става в София.
Тия ключове откъде са?
Кои ключове?
Тия да не си на това.
Тия са си моите. И каква е магията? Как се предпазваш от коронавируса?
Пиене, алкохол, ракия. Ето малко тази мен.
Па аз пиям.
Ево, аз ми си плащаш. Защото тия градските колети ги правят да плащаш пари и слагаш телефона тук и го бутиш.
Да, така са.
А това си е твое.
Да.
Ма само си го модифицирал, така ли?
Не, така се продава. Само фара съм му добавил.
Само фара си му добавил, браво. Много яко си го направил.
Wow. That guy was such a legend. He's a homeless man, he's living obviously outside on the streets, and I was like, aren't you afraid of the coronavirus? He's like, nah, I'm not. And as we can expect, I asked him what's the magic, and he said, well, I drink alcohol. I've got some mint liquor, some rakia, Well, don't take this as professional advice. I'm just telling you what he said. Let's carry on. And we are back in front of the National Theatre. I think let's go to another very main street, I would say. The tram cars are going on this street, only tram cars actually, and therefore some pedestrians as well. It's a big one, it's going through a central part of the city. Usually you can see a lot of people there. Alrighty, the street that I'm telling you about is right in front of us. This is actually also the Mausoleum Square. Здравейте. Yeah, it's not easy. Alright, this is pretty beautiful. You can see some people here. It's a little bit happier. What do you think? People sitting on the benches, walking around here and there. Some of them have masks on, which is, I think it's a good thing. I mean, with 4,000 new cases for just one day. If you're going to ever wear a mask right now. I have to admit, I was one of those people who was not really believing in this thing, you know. This is McDonald's, by the way. You can see there are some people actually purchasing sandwiches inside, and the place itself is open. Some people walking together, pretty romantic. This is the Mausoleum Square, by the way, one of the main places you would go also to see if you come to Sofia. Not super much of a main place, but still an emblem of the city. There, people sitting, wondering why am I speaking to them. This is actually the stop of the tram cars here, which explains those people. People delivering food, people waiting and eating and doing pretty much everything. Alright, now I want to show you something special. By the way, more rental scooters. So anyway, right now in front of me on the left, we are going to go through a very special place. It's called the Sandwiches. It's right there. Can you make it out? It's painted in red and orange. It's called the Sandwiches, and the guys working there, they are pretty amazing. They have not stopped working throughout the whole coronavirus crisis, and I can see it's open right now as well. We may get inside and ask them a few questions, figure out what they're thinking about the situation, having in mind all kinds of people are entering this place all of the time, non-stop, 24/7. By the way, this place never closes. Let's go and check it out. Здрасти! Още ли си жив? Аз си снимам влог и обикалям. Мислех, че няма да си взимам нищо, обаче като съм влязал, я чакай, ще вкарам те от нетката и ще си взема. Wow. 6.50, 6 level and 50 stotinki, which is the Bulgarian type of cent. And this translates to about 3.25 euro. And I got a huge sandwich with a ham and cheese and eggs and 2 salads and a hot dog also. All of this for 3 euro and a little bit more than this. Amazing place, works 24/7. Obviously not an advertisement. My vlog is also, you know, focused to people from all over the world, so I'm just sharing this fact. And the guy inside was like, don't film me too much, you can use you know, a little bit of the footage, but I prefer not to speak in front of the camera or anything like this. So, but he was positive. The same guy, he has worked there forever in a way, definitely since March. He's there almost every night, night shifts. All kinds of people get inside, you know, homeless, young, older, companies with many people. And he's still okay. Pretty amazing dude. Now let's go to the main walking street in Sofia and see if there are people over there. Okay, we have reached the place, and here it is. Let's see who we can meet here. This is the main walking area in Sofia, and we can see there are actually people walking. I'm going to attach the camera to the mantis and not be so obvious, or maybe I'm going to actually speak in the camera so I don't bother the people, but it's somewhat happier. Down the street there are also some restaurants and bars also. So let's go and check out if they are working, if there are people there. Okay, so this is the zone with some actually open places. Some of them are selling food, and some of them are only bars. I cannot give you the specific information, but you can see some people are sitting inside, eating, and once again taking a walk here. I personally like those places where you can actually sit definitely outside, and they are placing those infrared lamps that are warming you as you're sitting outside. I think this is the best thing to do. And by the way, a police car is passing, and to be honest, it's not allowed to ride here, so let's push it rather. Yep, there is some city life going on, but you know, it's Tuesday today, and as you can see, even inside those places there are actually very few people here and there, so it's definitely not very happy. And yeah, again, I would personally say this is how it should be, but I'm trying to keep you away from my opinion. Oh, look at those romantic candles on the other side. Those tables here that are outside, this is the best, I would say. Just sit outside in the open space, even if it's colder. Actually, the cold doesn't make you sick by itself. What does are the viruses, so definitely sitting outside is the thing to do. I see this is a pretty nice area with more restaurants and bars, and actually more people sitting inside. This to the right, Konstantinov. It's a personal favorite of mine. They have super tasty dishes, and also wine bar in a cellar underground. So yeah, you can see more Christmas lighting, more people here and there. It feels like those places will remain open, maybe even during winter. Some old lady, I think, selling flowers, I'm not sure, or maybe she was just mumbling something. So yeah, there you have it. This is the main walking street in Sofia where you would go. To be honest, after all, not much going on, but you know, still there is some life happening. And let's not forget, it's after 10 p.m. already, so apparently we should not expect too many people on the streets anyway, considering the cold as well. Alright, let's carry on. Получай бургер, получи една бира безплатно. Basically it says order a burger, you get a free beer. So I just checked my clock, my watch, should I say? I don't know. I checked the time on my phone. It's 15 minutes to 11. It's quarter to 11. So it's kind of pretty late, and therefore I will change what I said earlier. There are some people outside. Oh, look at this little artificial bonfire inside. Very nice. I think that over time businesses will kind of convert to the coronavirus situation, and they will create smaller units outside with heating where people can go together, like people who are living together anyway. Oh, and look at those guys.
Έρχεται καμιά φορά, πες.
Не се ли притесняват от коронавируса?
От Пловдив сте?
Аз съм от София. Обичам Пловдив обаче.
Da,
yes.
Явно скоро.
Тука.
Да.
Ajde,
Alexander.
You speak English?
Yes.
Okay, so we can speak in English.
Yes. You having.
I have a vlog. I was just making a vlog and
Thanks.
just saw you.
Okay. Do you want one song? One song.
We can.
No.
So yeah, you can speak whatever you want.
Okay.
So you're not afraid to be like outside?
No.
Tu?
Because of the coronavirus, you're not afraid.
We are, but
Yes, we are. It's better to be outside than to be in
That's right.
bars.
That's
Like
definitely
that,
right.
it's okay.
It's
I mean,
fresh
okay,
air.
We cannot stay at home.
Yeah, I think the same.
yeah, not many kisses, and many handshakes.
Yeah, more. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, one song for me.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Τι σου λέει η μάνα σου για μένα κι όλο με κοιτάζει.
I mean, Samsung. This lady with the flowers again, and wow, what a legend! This little band on the street in those crazy times, just playing their music, being happy. The guy was, being happy is the first thing you start with for your immune system. You just have to be happy, no matter what. It's a very important thing, and I definitely agree with this. Now let's move across this Vitoshka Boulevard walking street in Sofia, and I want to show you something else, and let's see if there are people there. Come, let's go. Alright, let's wait for the green. Actually, let me check something. Coronavirus times. Is this working? No. Alright, that's cool. So I guess it turns green on its own. I still cannot really feel my mouth from the dentist, so I am perhaps sounding a little bit weird. But what I was saying, right on the other side of Vitoshka Street, or the Boulevard, how do you pronounce this word? I know I'm getting it wrong, most likely. So right on the other side we have the NDK, which is an abbreviation for National Palace of Culture. It's a little bit weird. It's obviously in Bulgarian. Национален дворец на културата. It has been built in 1981 for 1,300 years Bulgaria, like for the celebration of this. Like it has been an ideological project of Lyudmila Zhivkova, and Lyudmila Zhivkova is a daughter of Todor Zhivkov. Todor Zhivkov has been the ruler of Bulgaria during the communist regime for 45 years, pretty much. Anyway, a little history for you. I hope I don't overturn myself here on the mantis, holding the camera in my left hand, obviously, and riding with my right hand. So yeah, you can see this place is pretty amazing. It has those big parks, this big garden area. There are fountains right in the center. They are not working, obviously, in autumn and winter. And on the other end there is a little bar. So I'm interested to see, are there going to be people in the bar? It has an inside and outside area, so it's going to be interesting to figure out if people are actually enjoying some cocktails, some shots, or not. So let's go and see. By the way, very beautiful autumn colors. Look at those trees, just amazing. Wow, look at this huge area. We have the fountains right over there. Once again, not working. The National Palace of Culture, this huge building, which to me looks a little bit like a spaceship, to be honest. Like a Soviet spaceship, ready to take away to another galaxy. You can see the huge metal sun. I hope this thing is attached well. It's right in front of the building. This is like the logo of the place. You can see they were making their logos pretty big back in communist times. And here is the Memento Cafe. It's rather a bar, and as far as I can see, there's pretty happy life going on. Many people just drinking and enjoying the late autumn evening. I don't know, once again on this vlog I'm not giving you my opinion of things most of the time, unless I know something for sure. And about this corona situation, I don't know almost anything. I guess nobody knows too much, so I'm just reporting on what is happening in Sofia. So you know what, I'm going to end this vlog right here on this huge area in front of the National Palace of Culture. You can see right there it says NDK on top of this elevator, which is going to an underground level. Let me show you very quickly. There are restaurants down there also, and coffee shops. There is an underground parking, and even there is a tunnel with trolley buses. And under this tunnel there is like a second tunnel with the subway. So it's a super huge complex. Anyway, let's end the vlog right here. And you know, I'll see you on the next one. Write a comment, ask me anything, I reply to everybody. And sure enough, you can like this if you like it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, for more, you know, more vlogs, more trips, more adventures, more urban exploration, whatever comes to mind. Look at this beautiful autumn tree. And yeah, let's end the vlog right here. I'll see you. Thanks for watching.